Rarely can people facing starvation have to run such a lethal gauntlet just to get their hands on some food. This pre-dawn shooting happened a few hundred meters from an aid distribution site in southern Gaza. The Red Cross say that as well as dozens of wounded, staff at their field hospital received 19 bodies and 8 other victims who later died from their injuries. All the casualties were moved to better equipped hospitals, but there were so many of them, some had to be treated on the floor. Today was a bad day, but not an exceptional one.
It's a massacre. There's no other word for it. It's a massacre, and it's not the first one. It's the third one I've seen, and I've only been here for a week. These were civilians, and they were shot at just trying to get food, and it was clear gunshot injuries to the head, the neck. Women, children, nobody was spared.
The IDF is doing everything in its power to allow Gazans to get to the humanitarian aid. The IDF is not preventing the arrival of Gazans at humanitarian aid sites. Indeed, we are encouraging it.
But that statement is at odds with these scenes witnessed by an ITV News cameraman last Wednesday. His exclusive pictures show Gazans trying to get aid, having to run and take cover under fire. American contractors manning the aid stations have repeatedly stated that food is being handed out without incident. They are seemingly ignoring what people are having to go through to reach and leave the distribution centres.
Palestinians have been presented the grimmest of choices: die from starvation or risk being killed while trying to access the meagre food that is being made available.
The new aid distribution centre has the support of Israel and the United States, but virtually no one else. Its first week in operation was deadly and disorganised, and there's the very real danger that the second week will be no different. John Irvine, News at 10, Tel Aviv.
Today's deaths were not the first. According to authorities in Gaza on Sunday, 31 people were killed at an aid distribution site. Yesterday, a further 3 died in similar circumstances. And today there were those 27 deaths, bringing the total to more than 60 at sites supposed to be providing life-saving aid in safe corridors. Let's speak to Dan, who's in Washington tonight. Dan, we've just learned that the aid centre that we were talking about will be closed tomorrow. What more do you know?
Yeah, thanks, Nina. Yeah, so the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is a US-based organisation. It is backed by Israel as well. But on their Facebook page tonight, they're saying the distribution centres will be closed for, quote, update organisation and efficiency improvement work, and that they will resume again on Thursday. This obviously follows those 3 incidents that you've set out. Israel says it's pushing back against the Hamas claims that they were shooting at people queuing up for food. They're saying that they were firing at suspects who veered off the route and posed a threat to their soldiers. Well, today the White House also cast doubt on the Hamas version of events.
Well, look, this was a creative idea that the president called for to get aid into the region. These people were desperate and starving, and the president didn't like seeing imagery of that, and he wanted to ensure that aid was brought in with the approval of Israel for understandable reasons. We will never forget the brutal attack on October 7th. And again, this is something that the previous administration was unwilling to put the time and effort into doing.
Well, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation has suffered a series of resignations. One of its key partners has also pulled out of this aid distribution work. Now, a new CEO has been put in charge, a new president who is loyal to Donald Trump. He is an evangelical minister called Johnny Moore. But we also learned today from the White House that it was Donald Trump himself who was involved with the setting up of this organisation, because they said he didn't like seeing people starving. No word specifically, though, on what he thinks about these latest deaths in Gaza.